original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On third down, it's a handoff. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
It's second down here. Motion now from the tight end. He hands it off from the gun. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Comes the 7th play of a good-looking opening drive, but it's third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's hit as he throws it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot here. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. This quarterback on fire today. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
Now they get set to kick it away. he fields it inside the 15. He's brought down at the 28. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And he'll set up to throw. And he finds his target. He has the first. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Here comes a handoff. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Press coverage now from the secondary. First and goal, handoff. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, tie.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Point after, up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Turn starts inside the 15. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on the receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Pass caught, can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Fowles.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He'll take a deep shot here. Goes a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Gets made on the out route. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
A move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense. And this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball in the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Receiver makes the catch, but the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he slings this pass over the middle. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Vols pick up enough yardage to get a first down. In the red area, it's Haynes. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. It's going to bring up a third down play.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. The shotgun handoff here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Nice grab. It's Riley. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense in hurry-up mode. Takes the toss and heads left. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Can he take it all the way? Past the 10. Touchdown, Bama. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts from inside the 20. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. He's got a man down the middle. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Can he make it to the marker? The game picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Running back has it on a screen now. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Chris, as this game evolves every year with college football, and we see more and more versions of some kind of spread offense, it puts so much pressure on this linebacker position because they're asked to do so much. This linebacker is able to sit back in zone, be comfortable in space, make the right read, and be able to be in place to knock the ball away.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The Vols looking to cash in the red zone. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. The Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Ball sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. The Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. A solid run, good for first down yardage. Trying the run, it's Haynes. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now the important point after attempt. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Breaking free at midfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised him. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
They've converted both previous 4th down attempts, so why not try to make it 3 for 3? Finds his man, has the first down. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And he'll lost it to the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this 4th down situation.
They've been great on 4th down so far today. 3 for 3. Can they stay perfect? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll try a pass here. Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Try and muscle for the first down. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Alabama. They go in front here in the 2nd half. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting, slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion, just masterful execution on that drive.
PAT puts him in front by 7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Kickoff is fielded inside the 20. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that 1st down.
Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. And he drops back in the gun, bringing pressure. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Hit as he released it. A misfire in the pass as time in the period runs out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your 1st level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover. He does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. You see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. And the Volunteers pick up enough for a first down here. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
He'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Breaks free, and he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And the result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game thanks to the defense. They'd love to work the clock, but they can't throttle back here. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Makes a quick catch. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. Let's see if they can recover from that here. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, we'll get a throw. Receiver makes the grab. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. The Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made by the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll send the offense up to the 31.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he's got some open, refusing to be stopped on this play. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Getting set. Here's second down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Second down, they're going to throw it. That's a bullet over the middle. Catch made for a big game, but the fans are wondering where was that earlier in this football game. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. And the Vols looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught near the goal line. And a timeout is taken. Just 2 seconds left on the clock. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes a quick grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Vols.
Chris, I mean, this game is essentially over, and these guys are still fighting and trying to get the ball in the end zone, and they do. Those are the kind of things that coaches pay attention to, and really you start to learn about who are your fighters, who are your foxhole guys. We're learning that about this team today.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here. And he makes the 2-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions.